Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be previewing the Houston Astros regular season game number 45. Let's get it. It's gonna be a fun one tonight. Ronel Blanco on the mound. I'm excited to see what he can do tonight after his amazing performance just last Sunday on Mother's Day. Ronel Blanco put on a show for this Astros team. Going 7 innings for this Astros team. By far, 100% had his best outing of the season. A season high in strikeouts for Blanco in his last outing. When facing this Reds team. But by the way, I'm mistaken. He went 8 innings, not 7 innings. But a season high in 11 strikeouts. Only gave up 1 walk in 8 innings, which walks in the previous starts for Blanco has been trouble. Before that was 2, 2, 2, 3. Only gave up 2 hits, which hits times for Blanco this year is also, he's had trouble with that sometimes too. And no earned runs, which is the first time this season Blanco has gone outing with no earned runs, which outside of Hunter, I could be wrong when I say this, but outside of Hunter, I don't think there's an Astros starter this year outside of Hunter and Fromber that hasn't had that has a outing, or when I say this, a start with no earned runs before Blanco's game against the Reds the other day. Wisniewski, maybe he has. I don't think so. And I know Ryan Gusto has pitched well, but I don't think he's going to start with giving no earned runs. So Blanco was just amazing in his last start. I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult to deal with this Rangers lineup than the Reds lineup the other day. Last Sunday, because that Reds offense, if you look at it, they were coming off a monster day. The day before they had 13 runs. I think their bats were really tired sometimes, and you've seen it with the Reds before this season against this Rangers lineup. Against this Rangers team. I don't know who was the pitcher for the Rangers in this game. It's not someone the Astros are seeing in this series, I don't think. But the Reds went absolutely crazy. Ellie De La Cruz went crazy, and the Reds just started kicking the Rangers' butts. And then the next thing you see, their offense just gets completely cold. And I remember Nathan Eovaldi, who the Astros saw yesterday, win a complete game against them. They didn't score any runs. I don't think they scored any runs the next 2 games after that. So the Reds offense at times have had games this year against the Rangers and the Astros where their offense is just absolutely killer. They're murdering you, and then the next game it's like completely cold. And the Astros shut them out twice in that series. So, but I look at the Rangers lineup, and you've seen what they've done in the last 2 games. It makes me think that okay, this Rangers lineup is maybe due for a better game. Their lineup has been bad this season, but makes me think they are due for a good game today. The last 2 games they've got out hit. Even though they won one of those games, they got out hit. They only had 3 hits against Hunter Brown in 8 innings the other day in the first game. Then yesterday, I want to say it was 5 hits for their offense. But they actually played 9 innings this time. They only had 8 innings of their bats the other day because they won the first game. So this offense has been bad. Only 5 runs in 2 games. Look, I'm not acting like the Astros offense has been good either. The Astros only have 6 runs in this series, and I told everybody before this series started, if you don't like good pitching if you don't like good pitching and you do like really good hitting and don't like bad hitting, don't watch this series, because that's what this is going to be. And so far you've seen it to the point where the Rangers in this series only have 5 runs. The Astros only have 6. This is a pitcher's duel series, and I think you very well might as well see it again tonight with Ronel Blanco on the mound for the Astros, and vice versa with the Rangers having Tyler Mahle, who's been fantastic this year for their starting rotation. This is another game, I believe, where this Astros team will struggle, and this Rangers team might struggle as well due to Ronel Blanco. I think he's going to feed off his last start where he was amazing. I don't think he's nearly going to be as good as he was his last start. It's hard to come back from only giving up 2 hits in 8 innings, getting a season high 11 strikeouts, no earned runs. But I think he will still be really good. I think you could see a quality start from from Rennell in this game tonight, is what I'm predicting. And I think we're just going to see, Blanco, do some nasty stuff tonight. And we've seen him have some success against this Rangers team last season. And I think that can continue tonight. But let's go over what this lineup looks like for this Astros team tonight. Game starts at 6:05, by the way. And the Astros are back on Space City Home Network tonight. Jeremy Pena lead off. Altuve in left field. He's been altering back and forth. Was at second base last night. Isaac Paredes is at third base and at the 3 spot after hitting a 2 RBI single last night. And last night did his first ever English interview. Congratulations to him again. Christian Walker at first base after his 3-run shot that really saved the Astros. If he doesn't hit that 3-run home run, possibly a extra innings game with Josh Young's late home run. Victor Caratini at DH at the 5 spot. Yanner Diaz at 6 at the catcher position. It's tough to see Yanner Diaz going into the struggling back into the struggling mode, but at the same time, he was red hot. And of course, when a guy is red hot like Yanner Diaz was, they're gonna have some cold games, especially when you're facing Rangers pitching. But Victor Caratini has been red hot these last couple games as well. 2 hits in the last 2 games. 2 hits yesterday. 2 hits against the Rangers on Friday. So 4 hits in the series for Caratini. I'm excited to see what he can do. Brendan Rodgers at second base. He's been a little cold, but maybe Brendan Rodgers can get it going. This is, I believe, his first time playing in the series. He might have played Friday. I don't know, though. And then Cam Smith, after his 2-hit day yesterday, his first RBI in a minute. Or no. He had an RBI recently, I want to say in the Royals series. If not, it was the Red Series. Cam Smith had an RBI. But that the RBI prior to that was his first RBI in a minute. And so he'll be in the lineup after 2 hits yesterday. Excited to see what he can do. Maybe he can have back-to-back good games. Obviously, Rennell's on the mound. Here's the thing I will say. One thing I want this Astros team to do is, can this Astros lineup get things going at starting pitchers? That has been a tough thing for this Astros lineup at times this season. They really get going against some relievers, but have a tough time against starters. The Astros in this series, even though they have 6 runs, have not scored against a starting pitcher. Yesterday, Eovaldi didn't give up an earned run. You saw Armstrong give up most of the earned runs. And, the day before that, you saw Jacob deGrom kill this Astros lineup, and he didn't give up a single earned run. The series closer against the Royals, Michael Lorenzen, he did give up 4 earned runs, but that's because the Royals stretched him out to an 8th inning. The Royals stupidly, in my opinion, stretched Michael Lorenzen out to an 8th inning, and he only had 1 earned run, I believe it was, or maybe 2 earned runs through 7 innings. So they should have probably gotten to the bullpen in that 8th inning, and Lorenzen showed he was gassed, and the Astros lineup got to him. You want to look at the day before? Bubic went 6 1/3 and only gave up. There was only 1 earned run he gave up in 6 1/3. The day before that, against the Royals in the series opener, the Astros, I forgot who it was they faced, but only gave up 2 earned runs in almost 7 innings. So this Astros team has struggled. It might have been Reagan's, but this Astros team has really struggled against starting pitching, and especially in the last 5 games. I would say just really at times, a lot of times this season, but specifically in the last 5 games, I would try to get to Tyler Mahle early. But to me, I look at this game, and I think this is probably another game for this Astros team where you might not be able to score runs against your starting pitcher. You might have to pray that you can get to the bullpen, because this is a tough pitcher right here. It's going to be a great pitching matchup, Blanco versus Mahle, so I'm excited to see it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out. Go Astros.